All right, we're here at Cavender, South Austin with Connor. Good to see you, man.
Likewise, sir.
Connor is the boots and hats manager, ladies.
Yes, and ladies department.
Ladies department.
Yeah. So, what we got today?
Well, Connor was kind enough to allow us to come in and do a video. Lionel with Cowboy Boots, Hats, and Western Life Enthusiasts sent me this. It's an old American MaxiFelt, and he never liked the crown on it. He thought it was too tall. How tall is that?
Well, we're looking at exactly, go the other way with it, 5.5 inches?
It's only 5.5 inches, but what is our brim size on that? Like 3.5?
Yeah, 3 3/4. Yeah.
3 3/4. So that makes that tall look a little. I don't know. What else do you think's making that look so tall?
Well, it could be. I think it could be a bunch of things, really. I mean, 3 3/4 brim on that, but also the way it's shaped as well. Bringing it up on the sides a little bit, you know, probably makes it not look as tall, but I don't know. The color could have something to do with it as well, though, too. I think. Old chocolate, kind of looks like a black cherry is what I thought it was when we pulled it out of the box, but.
Right, so I'm wearing a chocolate today too. Just, I kind of brought this in comparison.
Right.
And, it's a different color for sure. And American doesn't make the MaxiFelt anymore. As a matter of fact, I don't think they made this hat since the Maddox family bought American. I'm not exactly sure. I'm gonna have to get confirmation on that.
This one's from where? This one where they're still in Conroe, I wonder?
I don't know, is there a tag in it? No birth certificate?
Nope, nothing.
So I'll get confirmation on when they stopped making the MaxiFelt, but we're gonna try to do something today to make this a little, I don't know, a little more symmetrical.
Yeah.
So it doesn't look so tall.
Up to date.
Yeah. I mean, man, that might be a 7-inch crown. You think that's a 7-inch crown? We pop that up?
As it was. It's got to be at least, right?
Looks kind of
6.5.
6.5.
Maybe, yeah, maybe 6.5, and you pull it out all the way. Correct.
So I mean, it doesn't look like it's in bad shape.
No, it really doesn't.
All right, what do you think's the first thing we ought to do with that?
I don't know. What do you want to? What kind of shape would you think about putting on it?
I don't know. What do you think's gonna
make it pop?
Yeah. I was thinking, you know, remember the old American? I mean, this is kind of like a Rainer crown with that huge
dimples in it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think some mule kicks on it.
I think so. Front and back.
Front and back mule kicks for sure. Think we can lower that crown any?
I don't know.
That's the question.
Make it a brick, you know?
Yeah, brick top. Brick top, maybe put some, I don't know, really. I mean, brick top wouldn't be that bad.
Do a brick and maybe a center
crease on?
Yeah, pop up.
I think that'd look good. Make it a little bit more up-to-date and stylish.
You know, this crease right here we were talking about earlier kind of looks like it might have had a mule kick. That might have actually just been an original brick. There it is. There it is.
Yep.
Something. I don't know what's going on there.
Not something you can't figure out, though.
Right? All right, let's get into it.
Yep.
I'm never the one doing the shaping, so it's always, this is new.
Yeah. Always video people shaping.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. No longer. A little low. All right, so we've decided we're gonna put this on a block. We don't have an actual block here, so we're gonna use this mannequin head to kind of get these dimples out and maybe straighten the crown a little bit. Put a really low brick in it. See if that works.
Yeah. This came from your buddy in Florida, huh?
Yeah. He bought it to get a chocolate, just because he wanted a chocolate a while back, man. He got this thing in the mail. I think he got it on eBay. He got it in the mail. It's so tall. He's like, nope. Don't worry, they won't be able to hear Sebastian.
Mute that out.
These mics are pretty good. I wish we had some hat blocks here.
I know. Maybe next time I go to Victoria, I'll bring some back.
They don't need them, right?
Huh?
They don't need them. We block the crown as best we can, and I think we're gonna do a telescope on this and some kind of a design in the center.
Thinking a cactus.
Cactus.
Yeah,
all right.
thinking a cactus.
And we may try the brim flat, see where that goes, and if it needs something else, we can always put a shape into it.
It needs to be flat anyways, so it helps out a little bit deciding if we need to shape it up anyways too off that. So
true enough.
Yep.
It's such a small brim. I think let's just see what it looks like.
Yep.
How many telescopes you've done?
None, but I've done a lot of CHL.
All right. So we don't, like I said, we don't have a block here, so we're gonna get rid of this. And we're gonna use an American 6100 because it's really stiff hat, and that's gonna give us our shape for the telescope. Let's steam it up and see what we got here. See that 6100?
Yep. What are you trying to push it down to, Joe?
I don't know. Since it's like almost a 7-inch crown, we're gonna go really low on it and then bring it back. That's way off center. We also have those side dents. We want to get rid of those as much as possible.
Four and a half.
Just a little off.
Not the circle motion you were looking for there.
Yeah, it looks pretty good. I'm gonna just kind of crease it a little bit all the way around. And it's a wool hat, so I've got some soft spots. And it's very old. I don't have any idea what the age of this is, but I'm guessing 80s. What do you think?
At least, right?
80s.
I mean, because when they start making these,
I don't know. I don't think, like I said, I don't think the Maddox has ever made any of these. I could be wrong.
4 and a half. Good on those two sides. A little shorter there.
A little shorter there.
A little short.
Just a little.
Yeah. There you go.
All right.
Awesome.
Looks pretty good. All right. The moment of truth, right?
Moment of truth. Here we try it.
This crown might be too tall.
This side's, you're pushing up a little bit higher on this side. So we got about.
And we can probably work that by hand a little bit.
Sure.
We're getting a little mushroom though action there, and I think that has to do with the sides.
Yeah.
Let's try it on. Oh, there's plenty of room. We can probably go down lower.
Oh yeah. I think if you match this side here to the shorter side to the taller side, I mean, I think it looked a lot better.
Yeah.
From the back too, it's a little tall in the back compared to the front, so bringing that down in the back would probably help out a little bit too.
We think maybe bring it down all the way to 4 inches and then do it again.
Yeah,
Let's do
absolutely. Pressure over here kicking on this one.
What's that?
I said that pressure on this one kicking on this one.
Oh, yeah.
Over here.
see what we got here. Man, that's so
just
low.
crazy, right?
It is crazy. So that's 4.
4. 4. Yep.
That worked way better.
Absolutely.
So
Second moment of truth.
give that a second and let it kind of
Cool
stiffen
off
up a little bit. Dude, look at that thing. It doesn't fit at all.
Try putting that on.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's crazy.
It's just crazy how different chocolate is compared to the old time chocolate. Right?
Yeah.
You know, obviously wear and tear has some time on that, but still, though, I mean,
You know, I don't know if this got worn that much. It's so clean.
it really is.
And it does have an American pin, but that's not original. I think it's kind of cool though.
Yeah, they didn't make these MaxiFelts with those
No.
pins
Yeah,
on there.
these the pins are fairly new in the last 10 years anyway.
Is it?
Yeah. All right.
There you go. I'm gonna sit that edge right around 4 everywhere around. It's a little tall on this side on the back.
Push that down a little bit.
It's a lot closer. That one's good. How about you looking on this side? Yep. And in the front, maybe a little tall in the front.
Try pushing that down a little bit. Take it off there. Probably work it by hand a little bit. So, see that? Oh, that's 4.
4. A little bit taller than
A little
4.
tall.
How many telescopes you ever done?
Just one. That one I did for hobby, the blue horseshoe.
Or you put a telescope on it and put the horseshoe
Yep.
in it?
Yeah, that was the only way I could think of doing it. That was the first horseshoe I'd done, so
Came out good though.
I like it. I love that hat. I'll put a picture of that right here. All right.
Got it down to
So-
4?
I got it down to 4. I'm not happy with the top now. Maybe I need to just kind of,
Pinch that in a little bit?
well, I'm thinking maybe we do this wide edge all the way around.
Yep.
So I could just push it back down. Kind of roll it back down all the way across. So we've got our telescope, and we were talking off camera about whether we should leave this
Open?
kind of a rounded top telescope or a flat top telescope. We don't really have enough height to make it flat all the way across, but we could probably get the design in there maybe a little easier.
Yeah, I think so too, especially because all you gotta do is really just pinch it down a little bit instead of. And I think where it's not flat, I think it looks better on a telescope, anyways. You know what I mean?
You think?
I think so, but I mean everybody's got their own opinion, right?
All right. So the horseshoe I did was kind of incorporated into. I mean, it was really you put a cattleman in and a dip here, and it was just really a little different. This one, I'm thinking maybe I just draw it on there.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, use a
Chalk.
Yep. So how big do you think on this cactus though?
And I'm thinking you want to see it, so like the whole thing, like maybe from
Top
front
to bottom?
back, yeah.
Like you'd like me to put
Pretty
it
much
on
the
and get your center on it?
Let's do that.
You do that?
That'll fit you?
Yeah, 7 1/4.
It's a good idea. We probably didn't even check and see how tall does it sit. Goes all the way down?
Yeah, I mean I can push it down on my ears if I wanted to.
Nice. Bend over like that. There we go. Perfect. All right, thank you.
Yes, sir. Oh,
Stuck.
yeah.
All right. You're an artist?
I'm not.
Never did any drawing?
No.
You get any artists in the...
Artisan building?
So, I have to break out my... Oops. I have to break out my phone.
There you
Oh,
go.
I can't break out my phone because we're using it for another video.
Let's see. What we looking?
Okay, and this one, we're gonna bring this one out a little bit further.
Oh,
What do you think?
I like
That works?
it. I think so, man.
All right. Let's see how it works. Lionel, if you don't like it, we'll get rid of it for you.
What about the viewers, man? You ever ask them what they like to see on a hat?
I do. So we're gonna go to Double R Hat House next month, and right now we're trying to decide what shape to do.
Cool.
I'm thinking something crazy on this one. You know, fashion hat. I don't know yet.
What kind of hat you making? What we're dealing with?
So that's a secret at the moment.
Oh, okay. I like surprises.
It's an American.
That's all I need to know.
Something new. So this MaxiFelt does not shape like a real felt, like a beaver fur or even a rabbit fur. It does seem to be doing okay, but you get a lot more stretch.
On a MaxiFelt than you would like a...
Well, no, I think you get a lot more stretch on like a fur felt. This one just kind of bends around.
Right.
Which is okay, except we're getting a little bit of
Creases and...
Yeah. So. I mean, it's definitely there. It's kind of pronounced, so.
Moment of truth's gonna be the arms.
Right, exactly. So I'm figuring I'll do the downstrokes.
Yep.
And then try to figure out that turn. I want to let it stiffen up just a little bit. Try and put steam in, like, you know, kind of like a localized, just to where I need.
Instead of the whole hat.
Yeah.
Yep.
So you've been shaping hats for quite a while too?
Yeah, about 3 years now.
About 3 years?
Professionally, anyways. Or
Professionally?
Yeah, Cavender's wise.
What'd you do before that? Like,
Yeah, just
do
you
your
know,
own stuff?
Yeah, you know, just get on the teapot right there and
Teapot.
just, or even, you know, get yourself a little pot of water and put some tinfoil over it and poke some holes, and that does the trick just as well.
Looking back on that, how jacked up were those hats compared to?
And it's just, you'd be surprised, really. I mean, it just depends on how much patience you got. You
Right.
know what I mean? But definitely a lot easier on our big steamers and stuff. So, but you know, you learn more throughout the years as well. You know, watching other people do it. You know.
Well, yeah, as you know, I shape here about 3 days a week, sometimes more.
Yep.
And it might take me a little longer to shape a hat, but I go kind of crazy
All
with
out
it.
with it.
Measure everything, make sure it's, you know, everything's straight. I can't help myself.
But there's a reason why people prefer you though too at the same time.
I appreciate that. I appreciate the customers who come back.
That's holding up pretty good there.
It's not doing bad. Come here, Javi. Javi wants on camera.
Come on.
Hey y'all.
Hey, buddy.
How you doing?
Good, good.
Your hands clean?
Yeah, all the time.
Javi had some car problems earlier.
All the time, yeah.
Your green hat's ready.
Uh-huh.
Try to take care of it instead of like the horseshoe one.
Yeah, where is that horseshoe?
Horseshoe in the office, like all the time.
Never wears it. Did you take it to Vegas?
Yes, sir.
Did you wear it in Vegas?
Yeah.
I did that horseshoe for Javi.
You just neglects it too now.
Yeah, he didn't like it. Hates it.
I love it. I'm in love with it.
Oh man, this is actually turning out pretty cool.
Really nice. We're inside, buddy.
Yeah.
Got the shades on?
Y'all doing a pretty good job over here. I love this.
Yeah, absolutely.
Think it's gonna be noticeable when the lines are gone?
We'll definitely look at it, put it on the head. I think the lines kind of blended in a little bit more too, so you don't really see the whole crease on it.
Right?
So yeah, I do think so. This one's gonna be the harder one, I feel like, though, a little bit shorter.
You know, I thought they were both gonna be difficult. That first one is much easier than I thought.
Double R, that's Elgin, ain't it?
Yeah. Emilio, he used to work at Cavender's. He started out in Cavender shaping hats, and now he's got his own place out there. He's an American dealer and does quite a good volume. Oops, collapse.
Yeah, that's probably the only problem though, having it so inward like that.
Yeah, I feel like
into that crease.
that if we'd have done a flat top, it would have been more definition. But I think this is going to turn out okay.
I think it turns out pretty nice there though, still.
I don't know. It's definitely, it's there. We have to see. Let's kick this off and see how it looks.
Like some spray.
Yeah, maybe. Top of it for me. I feel like it needs a flat top.
Okay. You wanna look at it on the head though?
Yeah, let's see. Dude, it's not bad. I mean,
I don't know if the viewers can see it.
yeah. We'll do a static shot on that too. I mean, it's there.
But you think a flat top would be a little bit more pronounced?
I think so. I think we've got all of these angles going on here. I think you would definitely see it better.
Okay.
We'll do it again, or?
Yeah. I'm in. I ain't got nothing else going on.
All right.
So, but on Javi's, on that midnight blue that you did you do flat top on that one? Or did you leave it?
I think I left it because what I did was basically put a cattleman in the middle.
Right.
And so I needed it kind of domed, and then I did the center crease with the cattleman, and then just defined everything. You guys can't see, but everybody in Cavender's is here right now.
Kind of just looking at us. It's holding up on that floor though, pretty good.
It's just about 1/8 of an inch high on the front. Okay, so we lost our camera, weren't paying attention, too focused on this. What we did was we decided to do a flat top and see if we get a better definition on this. I'm gonna finish flattening that out. I'm using the table to make it smooth.
Joe was saying, as I'm not too sure if the camera cut off, but you know, we were discussing it a little bit. Looks like doing that flat top also is already giving it a little bit more definition of what we're looking for here as well. So should turn out pretty nice after this.
Okay. Yeah. So I'm just gonna put my line back in there again, just so I can. See, that felt kind of wants to round out again. And I don't do a lot of fashion hats, so this is
Something
pretty
new for both
far
of us,
out of
huh?
my yeah, out of my depth a little bit. So. Just gonna crease the crap out of it.
Yeah, absolutely. There no such thing as a straight cactus, though.
Does it look crooked?
No, not really. I mean, I think that line kind of throws it off too right now, but I mean, we look at it, it just, you know what I mean, but it doesn't look crooked on the crease.
Right. I figured that crease is a little, I mean, it's pretty wide, so
Right.
as long as I went top to bottom.
Excuse me.
All right, so how long have you been working at Cavender's?
Well, let's see. I started in August of 2019 when I came home from Stephenville, Tarleton State for those. That'd be a cool little place for you to go. They actually built my first year they built a Western store. It's called Saddle Rags.
Ah,
They got a
I've heard of them.
They got a nice little hat bar there and everything. We got my first good hat there, my first 20X, and since then it's just been game over on everything.
And you're wearing an American right now.
I am. Yeah, this is actually the Pecan 200X. Yeah, they did a great job on it. I had a Minic on there, and Joe actually just recreased it for me. So I don't really like to mess with my own hats. Too picky. Ain't that right?
I don't. Yeah, he's pretty picky, and I get that too. And I can shape. Obviously, that turned out pretty good.
Very well.
But I don't shape my own hats either.
But yeah. You ever go through Stephenville anytime? I know you go up to
No.
Fort Worth a lot, but
No, yeah, I spent a lot of time in Fort Worth and Bowie, but I've not been to Stephenville. I've been out West Texas, Graham.
yeah. Yes, sir.
So I think the idea here is just to get the crease and then smooth everything out after, because it's just everything's getting pinched and rolled in the process. Just kind of have to.
It's all about defining the hat correctly, though, too, at the same time.
Right.
Nothing's easy on it.
And I will say for a wool hat, it feels pretty good.
Yeah,
Like the finish on it.
that's like the other day, though, too. We had I think it was like a 10X American come in, and I was talking to the guy who actually got it from Double R.
Mhm.
Shout out Double R. But I was talking to him, and it felt like a good little 50X, 40X, 50X, you know what I mean? And I was like, dang, how old is this hat? Well, it's 20, 30 years old. And I'm like, well, that explains it. They just don't make them like they used to.
Right.
You know what I mean?
And we see that a lot here. You'll get maybe a 4X or 5X that's 25 years old, and it feels like a 20X.
Yep.
So I don't know if that's saying something about the way they're making hats now. I'm talking about other brands.
Yes, yeah. Resistol, Stetsons, of course, but. I think that
It's there.
Yeah, it's definitely there.
It's there. Oh, you can definitely see it from the side angle.
Yeah.
What do you think, Dale?
I like it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
All right. Now let's do the brim. So we decided we're going to do flat. Really flat, right?
I think so, yeah.
All right.
It's a fashion hat.
It is now. I think this hat probably came with a 4 1/4 inch brim, and it would have been much nicer. And I mean, it's such a piece of history. They don't make them. American Hat hasn't been made in Houston in 20 years at least.
I think they moved out to Bowie in 80.
No, it's 2001.
Was
I
it?
think 2000.
I thought they moved way before that.
No, so
Maybe they were in Conroe until
yeah.
like that.
So the Maddox family was at Best Hat running their own thing, making their own hats in the 90s. And then they bought American, I'm thinking 99 to 2001 time frame. And so that's when they took everything and moved it to Bowie.
Learn something new every day, guys.
So I'm going to use an iron, but we're not going to actually plug the iron in. I'm just going to steam the hat and flatten it at first. If we wind up having to use the iron, the heat on the iron, we'll revisit that. But because it is so old, I don't want to overheat it.
How's it flattened out there?
Some of it's better than others. It might take a little bit.
So what's the coolest place you ever shaped a hat at, Joe? Or seen a hat being shaped?
So, I don't know. Joby. I like Joby's. He does, it's always really kind of a fast-paced. They've got all kinds of crazy stuff going on. We were there shaping one day, and about 6 people came in, and music started playing, and everybody started dancing. So, I mean, it kind of gets crazy there.
Yeah, it's shaping out pretty good
It's
there.
not doing too bad. I think,
Not at
a
all.
couple more passes at it.
Yeah, absolutely.
It'll be good.
I was telling Joe we should put some pencil rolls on it, but unfortunately we don't have a curling iron here.
Right?
I think that would have been pretty cool. So
I mean, that would be cool, especially with this hard edge. I was thinking about sanding this, but being the wool, I just didn't want to discolor the felt and being so old.
Yeah.
So otherwise, I would have sanded this edge and made a real fine edge to it.
Right.
So when this hat being this old and having been shaped for who knows how long, you kind of have to start in the middle and work your way out. Should have done this earlier, then it would have, like, what is it, 6 o'clock? Kind of just hit the crowd after work. Cavender's is open, and I'm taking up the only steamer at the moment, so we might have to cut this and come back in a minute, depending. I'm gonna work on the edge now, see if we can get that really flat. I'm doing one side at a time because you really have to kind of work it, and the other side would get too cold by the time you get there. And really, it's almost you have to do it in quarters.
Yes. Yeah, they always say you only steam that part of the hat that you're working on at the moment. You don't ever steam the whole hat at once. Obviously, the crown's a little bit different, but even then, when you're starting to get your creases in there, you want to steam it at the front or the back or the sides, wherever you're working on.
I feel like this edge just wants to curl up, and I might have to do. Oh, it's pretty straight though.
I think excuse me. I really do think that a little bit of a curl in the end wouldn't be bad either.
I don't think so either. I kind of like it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Here and here, get this flattened out.
Yep.
That's really straight on that side.
It really is.
So what's your next hat?
Oh, I waited so long for this hat. Shout out American, they did an awesome job. Like I said, I love the hat. But I waited so long for it. But I really, really want to get a silver belly or a natural as my next one. I got a buckskin hat. But I use that. I use that one at the ranch all the time. So it's got all mud and blood and all that from all the cows and everything. It's just a work hat. But I like to get me another light color hat in order to, just dress up a little bit. And the pecan's awesome though. I mean, I recommend it a lot. I like the Tuscan one though too.
Tuscan's great color.
Tuscan's awesome color. But
speaking of mud and blood, you did some rodeoing, didn't you?
Yeah, so I actually I roped a little bit in Stephenville. Had a couple guys on a bull riding team that I hung out with a lot. Shout out Mike and Mock and all y'all if you're watching.
There you go. Tell them you gotta put it on your Facebook. They're like,
yeah, absolutely. But yeah, no. So I've always done a little bit of roping. I'm into golf now, though. Old man status. You know, fortunately, I had a pretty bad accident though, and had to get a complete elbow replacement. So
Wow.
on my throwing arm. So I kind of took off some time, but slowly getting back into it.
You were doing tie down roping, or?
No, I was doing team roping actually.
Roping, okay.
Yeah, I was a team roper. And you rough stock, huh?
I like rough stock. Yeah. I do not rodeo.
No?
No, I just play one on Instagram. I just play Cowboy on Instagram.
But it looks good on you.
Thanks.
I tell you what, though, one thing I've come to know, you meet a lot of people shaping hats. It's crazy the kind of people you meet. Dude, I think that's awesome.
That turned out pretty good. I like it. Throw it on for us.
Yeah, absolutely.
Our model.
Yeah. I enjoy that. Let's see. So, personally for me, I think flatten out that brim. I think you would need to stretch out on the front and back if you're a 7 1/4. But you can see,
I like it. It's almost got the pencil roll.
it really does. Yeah.
But it's just not a very high pronounced pencil roll. And now you can see the chocolate, new chocolate, old chocolate.
Yeah. So it's a crazy difference. You know what 40 years makes. Yes, ma'am.
Just clean this up just a little bit, and then
Yeah,
we'll
absolutely.
finish up here. It does. I like it.
I think it looks really good.
That chalk's going to take a little bit of time to wear off, but I don't think it looks bad. Kind of gives it more definition.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not like a bright chalk line.
No. I know you burn a couple hats in your day. So what do you think about it if you burn the top on that? What do you think that would look like?
I think it'd be cool. Unfortunately, it's not my hat, and I don't want to burn it in
absolutely.
because it's felt, a wool. I don't know what that would do. I've never burned a wool.
Just curious on your opinion, what you think that would look like,
I think it'd look better,
especially on the chocolate.
I think for this hat, if you burned this, it would definitely increase the definition on that. You know, you get it almost looked like you drew the cactus on there.
Right.
So that's something, and maybe we'll revisit that. I'll talk to Lionel and see, hey man, you want to burn your hat?
Throw a couple stickers on there too.
Yes, we're gonna patch that up right now. Grab some stickers.
Kind of patches are we gonna put on this thing today, Joe?
So we're gonna do the American and Positive Times. You know, obviously this hat was made before those were standard. We got the pin on there, might as well. And you know, I'll throw a Cowboy cartel in there too. So. All right, where do you think the positive or the Cowboy cartel should go? That's a lot of circle patches.
A lot of circle patches. I don't really think you need to go on the side of the hat.
Our options are there or there.
Back. Well, yeah, I like that.
Yeah, let's do that. My patches are handmade in America, so they're a little stiffer. It's actually a layered felt, so.
Oh wow.
You seen them?
I have not. I have not seen this. I've seen it on our steamer.
Right.
Got one on our steamer here, but no, I have not seen these. Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, it's a layered felt. So they in order to make them stick, you kind of, the hat's round and they're flat, so you kind of gotta pre-bend them.
Yep.
I can get them made in China, probably for a lot cheaper, but.
American made's always best.
Right. And they're veteran made.
Awesome.
You decided right there, right?
I like that.
All right, man. Why don't you throw that on and model the back for us?
Let's go.
Do a 360.
A little 360 spin here. Alrighty, guys. Chocolate MaxiFelt. Get down on the little bit lower side so you can see the top of it again. Here we go.
Sweet.
I think that looks really good.
I like it. So we're gonna do something crazy, like I said, at Double R. Keep an eye out for that. I haven't decided what the crown's gonna be, but it'd be something nuts like this. But I'm sure he does a better job. He's probably done a lot more of these than I have.
Right.
Connor, I want to thank you for letting me come in and do this
I
today.
appreciate it. I appreciate you letting me be on your channel here.
Thanks for helping us out. And Lionel, thanks for sending the hat in.
It's an awesome hat, Lionel. It's a great hat. Hope you like it.
All right. Cool, man. Appreciate it.
Yes, sir.